Hello students, today we will learn chapter 2 Early Humans. In this chapter we are going to learn about Stone Age, Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period, Neolithic period, features of Paleolithic period, man as food gatherer, his clothing, his dwelling place, his tools, tool making technique, discovery of fire, his art and major Paleolithic sites. Let's begin. So, in introduction, we learn that human beings have been living on Earth since a long time. How? Scientists have found skeletons of human being or some fossils. Now, fossils means remains of plants and animals. Okay, like skeletons are remains of human being. In the same way, remains of fossils are remains of plants and animals. So scientists found in Africa some skeletons, some fossils which resemble or which look like human being, and they are 4 to 5 million year old. Now early human beings are known, these skeletons or these fossils are known as hominids, which means ancestors of humans. In 1974, in Ethiopia, scientists discovered a remain of a female body. When they excavated, they got also a human body which resembles like a female body, and they named her as Lucy. And that remain of the body is at least 3.80 million year old. This was the oldest human remain discovered till date, and it is considered that human being took nearly 2 million years to change their form from early ape like structure. So it is believed that early human being was first in the structure of an ape, we can call it as monkey, and to whatever today we will look like, it has taken at least 2 million years. Next is human being are intelligent species. Now, human beings are different from the animals. Human being is very intelligent. They can adapt themselves according to the changing climatic conditions, and they had spread far and wide. They went to different continents and countries. Okay, and they learned to use their things and their discoveries and modified and invented things to make their life more comfortable. So what was the special thing of human being? That they knew the art of modifying their things, modifying their discoveries and invention to make their life more comfortable. Today also we can make our life more comfortable through different inventions and through discoveries. But these developments have taken lot and lot, we can say thousands of years to happen. For example, the automobile that we use is the discovery of human being only, early human being. But from that wheel to today, the car and motorcycle that we use, it has taken thousands and thousand years from discovery of a wheel to the automobile that we use. So we made our life comfortable by modifying those things. Next, remains and signs of early human have been found at many parts of India. So, like we found in Africa the remains of early humans, so also in India also we find some remains of early humans. And most of these remains of early humans we will find close to the river basins. As we have learnt in the previous chapter, then man used to live near the river bodies because he could get easily his needs to fulfill from the river bodies. So these remains we have found from the river basins. And we know how essential, how important water is for human life. Now, but in the early time or in the beginning, man was not knowing the art of cultivation. He didn't know how to grow crop. They were dependent on hunting. So they were essentially, in the beginning, the man was a food hunter and a food gatherer. This means they used either hunt or find their food. So they were totally dependent for their food on animals, that means by hunting or by searching some food from the trees, fruit, or roots. Now, for hunting the animals, he needed some tools, so he developed some tools for the purpose of hunting or cutting or maybe digging the ground and taking out those roots and fruits. So they started making some stones in turning it into some tools. So therefore that period when man made his tools with the stone is known as your stone age. So now we begin. Our topic is your stone age now. Now stone age can be divided into three periods. Okay? Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. Now Neolithic, we start with the Paleolithic period. Paleolithic period is also known as Old Stone Age. It lasted from 500,000 BC to 10,000 BCE. Okay, once again I can tell you here, Paleolithic period is known as Old Stone Age and it lasted from 500,000 to 10,000 BCE. Now you remember we had learnt about BCE in the previous chapter. BCE is before Common Era. That means before Christ. Okay, before Christ. BC that you say. Now scientists use this BCE. So the word Paleolithic is taken from a Greek word. Meaning is Paleos means old and Lithos means old stone age. So it means old stone age. Now what are the features? What happened during this period? Now, in this period, that means from 500,000 to 10,000 BCE, man was completely a food gatherer. In this age, human beings were nomads. Nomads means a person who moves from one place to another, wanderer. And being used to wander here and there, searching for his food and gathering it. They did not stay at one place and kept on moving from one place to another in search of food, and they moved in groups. Now, they used to move in group because they had to also face some wild animals. To keep themselves safe from the wild animals, they moved in groups. They killed animals and ate raw meat. At that time, man had not discovered fire. So whatever they killed, they used to, or whatever they got, they used to eat it raw. Now they also ate fruits of plants and wild fruits, nuts, seeds, etc. that grew naturally as they did not know how to grow food. With the animals, they also ate some plants, fruits, roots, nuts, seeds. But they did not grow it. It was naturally available and they did not know how to cultivate at that time, so they ate it. After the food sources of a place were exhausted, that means finished, once place they stayed and they kept on eating the fruits and the roots and the seeds available there from the trees. As we know, all the fruits and things are seasonal, they are stay for some times and then it finishes. Like we have mango season, but at some one time will come, mango season will be over. So fruits also works for seasons, and the other fruit will take some time to come. In the same way, they kept on hunting the animals and animals were also over near that place, so they used to move to the another place in search of food. Now after the food sources were exhausted, finished, due to hunting and gathering, they moved to a new place. Thus, they traveled far and wide in search of food. This is how they were moving from one place to another. Now, what were the clothes they wear? Their clothing. They used to wear the leaves of bark of the tree and furs of animals. So you must have seen in some movies and all also, they will show you that early human being used to cover his body with the skin of animal or by the leaves or bark of the tree. Dwelling place, how was his house? Early human did not make house like us in the beginning because he did not know to live a settled life. He did not know to do cultivation, grow his food in one place. He kept moving from one place to another. So in the beginning he lived in caves or in trees. These caves provided him a safe place from heat, from cold, from rain. So, whenever he wanted to be safe from the scorching heat or cold weather or rain or wild animals, he would go and live in caves. Next is his tools. The tools he used were made up of stones. Some tools were made from bones of animals also. Tools of that period were crude. Crude means very rough. They did not have a perfect shape and they were not of very good quality. Okay. Then tools have been found in Rewa. So these tools we can see in India like in Rewa, Bundelkhand, Kurnool and Madhya Pradesh in India. When the archaeologists excavated, they dig the ground, they have found some tools in Bundelkhand, Rewa, Kurnool and Madhya Pradesh. The stone tools. Various kinds of implements other than the tools, like they also have found some knives, axes, spears, stone hammer, scrapers and digging tools here. Most of the stones were made of flint. Flint is a type of stone which is very rough. It can be easily chipped, or we can say easily chopped and given a shape, whatever shape you want to give. Tools such as spears and arrows were used to hunt and skin the animals. So these tools were used, like spear and arrow was used to kill the animals and take out its skin, to cut the roots and fruit, or to scrape the bark of tree and to dig the ground and to get roots of the plants to eat. So these tools were used for killing the animals or digging the ground, taking out the skin of animal, cutting the fruits or bark of tree. Tool making technique, there were two techniques of making the tool: stone and stone. Stone and stone was a method on which the man used to take two stone, one to be given shape, another one as a hammer, and with that he used to hit on the stone and give it a shape. Okay, so second stone hammer was struck on the core in a manner to break the part of the stone and give the desired shape to the core and make it a good tool. Another one was pressure flaking. In this method, the man was trimmed the edge of stone tool by removing the small stony flakes. So he would take out, chisel it, na, we say he will take out the small flakes with the another tool which is also made up of stone, and that tool which is giving the shape was little sharp. Okay, he would not strike on it, hit on it, but give it slowly the shape he wants by chiseling it out. Now, very important thing that happened in the life of human being was discovery of fire. One more thing to know today. Do you know today, until recently, many people, including barbers, used to sharpen the steel blades of knives and shaving blades by rubbing them against a stone. In village and also you will see, when you want to sharpen a knife or a blade, they have a type of stone to give it sharpness. Next is discovery of fire. In the early human being was not knowing how to cook food, so he ate raw, and discovery of fire happened by chance. It is believed maybe he must be rubbing two stones and some dry leaves must have caught fire, and this is how he got the idea of fire. Okay, so slowly and gradually they must have learned the use of fire. Not one day cooking and all, but slowly he learned that fire could give him so many things. So what are the things the fire gave him? He could eat now cooked meat or cooked food. Another one, he could lit fire outside his cave to protect himself from the wild animals. He could keep himself warm during winter season. He could light his house. So fire gave him this many things. Next is art. Early human paintings on walls of caves, such paintings have been found inside caves in Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. So early human being in free time he used to do some paintings in the caves. For example, if we go to Madhya Pradesh in Bhimbetka, we can find in the caves some paintings done by the early human beings. And UNESCO has declared these paintings as World Heritage. These paintings give us some idea about the life of early human beings. They have shown some scenes related to people dancing, some hunting scene, somebody playing and somebody playing the drum, some wounded animals, people riding on animals like elephants, bisons, horses, tiger, wild boar, animal fighting among themselves, and so on. Can we see in this picture also? In one of the painting, man has been shown riding on a horse. The color used mainly is white and red, and a certain place they have used yellow color also. How did they make this color? Scientists are of the view the colors were prepared by combining charcoal with the red stone, and they used to powder it with the other stone. The painting is so good and so strong that it survives till today. This was for today, children. Tomorrow we will do about the major Paleolithic sites. Thank you.